Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another Costa Women Hangout with me, Fiona Catchpole. This is 101. And I guess that you can hear giggling in the background there said, oh, that's where you send all the junk, isn't it? Room 101. No. So with no further ado, I'm going to introduce the lovely lady on the other camera. Maria, you're on the big screen. Welcome to the Costa Women Hangout.
Thanks very much, Fiona. Lovely to actually see you at lunch. I wasn't at lunch. At last.
Now we're going to have to.
Really.
I don't think I can do it now. Yeah, I think I will. We have had some technical difficulties, haven't we? Getting you on here, and I'm just going to try. You'd have thought. Hold on, where have I put you? You'd have thought that we were in Australia, wasn't it? So we seem to have had a technical difficulty. We're trying to get Maria on the screen, and yeah, no, I can't screen share it actually, no, but we'll post the picture underneath. But we're here now. We're here.
Yay!
Anyway, listen, so you're not a million miles away from me. You're I'm in Algeria, and you're just up in Costa. But you have an interesting story to share with us. But first of all, tell me, how did you find Costa Women?
Great. I know, I'm not used to wearing these. It was a friend of mine just before Christmas when I was trying to think of ways to promote what I'm going to be talking about. And she said, you need to get in touch with Ali Meehan at Costa Women. Well, hand on heart, I had never heard of Ali or Costa Women, but now I'm really glad I have.
Wonderful. Okay. And now, how long have you been over here in Spain?
Well, it's a bit of a strange story. We moved over lock, stock and barrel in 2004, but within about 3 years, I got very, very homesick. My parents are still alive. My three children were still in the UK. So we moved back, and now we have what I think is the best of both worlds. We're over here more or less 6 months of the year. So we're over here for about 6 weeks, go home for 3 or 4 weeks. I still call that home. And so we're back and forwards at the moment. I think that will probably build up to a more permanent basis. But at the moment, I still have elderly parents and young grandchildren. So it's the best of both worlds at the moment.
Well, that sounds fair enough. So now then, this is going to be an interesting from here on in, because I've deliberately not researched other than just got a rough idea. And you have some props. Give me a little bit of a background and to what you're going to talk about, and the name of the project that you're working on.
First of all, I must explain, the name is American. The whole idea was started in America a few years ago, and the project is called Knitted Knockers. And as you say, it is what it says on the tin. It is a knitted knocker. So these are handmade knitted prosthesis as an alternative for this heavy silicone prosthesis that ladies are provided with when they've had a mastectomy. These are made in
handmade.
Yeah.
In English, let us say boob.
Yes. Knocker. I keep thinking of a different word for knocker, but it is what it says. And the trouble is, it doesn't translate well into Spanish, because when you're trying to use a dictionary for knocker, you get a door knocker, knock, knock, knock.
Of course. So it would be, technically, it would be a knitted pechuga, wouldn't it? Or something like that.
It's a knitted prosthesis tejida, or prosthesis. What do they call it? Pecha. Because I did your mistake. At first I said pechuga, because that's chicken breast. So I was telling everybody, the pechuga tejida, and they were all smiling. And then I learned, somebody told me, no, that's an animal breast. This is a pecha. It's a pecha.
Yes.
So so these are a lightweight, comfortable alternative to the heavy prosthesis ladies are provided with. And it's so overwhelming that something so simple, this takes me 2 hours to knit, but when you present them to the ladies who ask for them, it is, life-changing for them. The overwhelming pleasure and joy that ladies get from receiving them. And actually, just before I came on air to you today, I've had a message from a friend in the UK, because she told me her neighbour had had a mastectomy recently. So I made one and gave her one and said, let me know if it's okay. And she's just said that she gave the neighbour the knocker yesterday, and the lady was in tears, because it was so much better than the one provided by the hospital, and that somebody had taken the time to do this for her. And to me, that's overwhelming. It's nothing. Wow. It's 2 hours of my time. And to think that you can have that much effect on somebody, it really is very humbling, and it's so worthwhile. So
this would fit inside, so they would fit inside an existing
they
bra?
just fit inside, yes, an ordinary bra. We have all shapes and sizes. And that's the other thing, we can do any size. It's the cup size that we knit to.
Okay.
So we've done from the smallest we've done is AA, and the largest I've done up to now is an E. So you can imagine we go from really small to big ones. The B size I can knit in 2 hours. The E takes a bit longer.
Okay.
And they're filled with 100% non-allergenic filling. We leave the back open, so ladies can adjust the filling as to whether they want a really full one or a not quite so full one.
Okay.
And you're going to like this even more. We even have aqua knockers, and these are unravelled shower scrunchies.
Okay.
So you fill the scrunchie with that, and ladies can put them in the swimming costumes. So
okay, but the wool doesn't. The wool.
No,
there's not enough wool to weigh them down. You know what I mean? When they get wet.
No. But the filling inside the ordinary ones are polyester, so they would just scrunch up.
Right.
Whereas these, it's what you use in the shower, and they just, really stay soft and keep the shape. So, for all it's American and it's knockers, they're I shouldn't swear, but they are wonderful and the best invention ever.
And how did you come across the idea, and what made you want to do it?
Well, again, it's another strange story in that I was reading the Sur newspaper in May, and I very rarely pick up a newspaper. It's a habit we've had for a lot of years now. You can get all your news online, everything's up to date. Why bother with a newspaper? But I picked up the Sur, and it was only the second time that month I'd picked one up. And on the back, there was an article of a group of ladies in Regina who had started knitted knockers in Spain. And I thought, knitted knockers, what's this? Googled it, found out about it, and knew that I had to get involved for two reasons. One, I'd had breast cancer myself the year before, but luckily it was detected on a mammogram, so I only needed a lumpectomy and radiotherapy. I got away early, easy. But my mother had needed a mastectomy a few years ago. So I'd been with her and watched her, and I'd just learned so much, and I thought, I've got to do something with this information. Saw the article in Knitted Knockers and thought, I've got to get involved. So I worked with the Magina group for 6 months, and then through them I became involved with a group of knit and natter ladies on Los Boliches in Fuengirola. Okay. Through them I heard that the Lions International were having a Christmas fair in December, contacted the president to see if we could have a stall, and he says, let's meet for coffee. And as a result of that, he offered to support us and buy the wool and the needles that we need to make the knockers, providing we focused on the La Cala de Mijas area, because this was the Lions group were in that area. So from that meeting, I was really sort of blown away, thinking how generous they were, and thought, how can I do this? And at which then I thought, right, we will form Knitted Knockers in Spain, Costa del Sol, to focus on the Costa del Sol area rather than all of Spain, because during last year, 2 other groups had formed on the Costa Blanca and in Mallorca. I thought, right, if I can focus on the Costa del Sol, that is a much more manageable task than the whole of Spain. So I broke away from the Knitted Knockers in Spain group and formed the Costa del Sol group.
You rebel.
And here we are.
That's what you said. I break away from Knitted Knockers.
I broke away. My husband said, does he realise it was a coup? Do they realise it was a coup? You've broken. You've taken charge.
So are you looking for more knitters, or are you looking for more ladies to help?
Okay. What we need, we're a voluntary group. The other thing I forgot to say, and these are totally free of charge. and ladies can ask for as many as they like. I've delivered 4 or 5 to ladies in La Cala, because we often say clean one on, one in the wash, but they want different colors, and if they're wearing see-through gear, they want different colors. We provide whatever people ask for. I can't remember what your question was now.
And are you looking for more knitters, or are you looking for more ladies to help?
Right, so we're in a very fortunate situation, is because the Lions are funding the yarn and the materials, and we have got another very generous donor in the UK. What we're not desperate for is cash, which sounds ridiculous for a voluntary group, but what we do need more than anything at the moment is publicity. So I'm looking for ladies, or for anybody who is prepared to put up posters. We have the beautiful poster that we have posters and flyers. Put up the poster in a hairdresser's, in a bar, anywhere that you think ladies may be able to see it. We've got one totally in Spanish as well, because somebody commented that maybe in the inland areas, if Spanish ladies see English, they're a bit put off. So we want to let them know it's totally available to anybody. We do obviously need more knitters. You can crochet them as well. So knitters or crocheters, but at the moment,
do you have the pattern available for anybody, and then that they can?
Since forming the Costa del Sol group, we've developed. This is the Royal We. We've developed a website, www.costadelsol.org, and on there's a page with the websites with patterns, crochet patterns, knitting patterns, and instructions. We knit on 4 needles, which is called in the round, or DPNS. And I don't want anybody to be put off. I don't want anybody to be put off by that, because I had never done this myself until I saw about knitted knockers. And I swore, and I dropped the yarn, and I was dropping needles, but persevere, and the end result is so smooth and round, and there is no seam. You're just left with a small hole at the back.
Can you show us the what's inside that one?
Yes, this is the polyester filling, which we put in. So when we deliver them, we leave a bit of yarn open so that people can put more in or take more out. And
but that's okay to go in the washing machine?
Yes, because when they get the filling right, they would then seal it, tie it off, and they can go in the washing machine. And because it's mercerized cotton, which if you're not into that thing, you might not realize what that means. That just means it keeps its shape. I hadn't. I'd never heard of mercerized before I got involved. Just means it keeps its shape. So yes, they go in the washing machine, tumble dry, outside, whatever. But
well,
absolutely brilliant.
Just so you know, we've been speaking for over 10 minutes now. You said you were nervous and you didn't think you'd be able to speak for very long. Well, it's really lost for words.
You're lost for words. I've made Fiona Catchpole speechless. That must be a first.
I mean, there's no more to ask you really, because you've given me everything that there is to know about knitted knockers.
Yeah. But I'd say it's the best thing I've ever done as well. Anybody looking to get involved in something, it is so rewarding. Where possible, we arrange to hand deliver the knockers as well. So you get to meet the ladies and to see the reaction. I've had ladies go into the toilet because they can't wait to get them on. And one lady came out and she put down 2 pairs of white cotton socks and a little the plastic bra enhancers you get, and she says, that's what I've been wearing. Another lady told me the night before she'd put 5 pair of knickers in her bra because she didn't know how to get the shape. I had an 80-year-old lady ring me up saying, you've no idea what a difference they make. I couldn't wait to get home. They're wonderful. They're wonderful. So when you get this sort of feedback, you just want everybody to know about it, So please, my message is tell everybody.
Well, we will be doing our best to share all of the information. We'll maybe do like a little, get a copy of your handout that we can have an electronic version of, perhaps. All the information is now underneath the video, and all the links that everybody needs to get in contact with you. Fantastic. So thank you very, very much for an educational afternoon.
I was going to say, have I taught you something? I taught you something, Fiona.
Yeah, of all those technical words, and I'm quite a techie person, but when it comes to knitting, what I'll do though is I'll get my mum to knit some, and maybe we'll get you to come along to one of the coffee sessions and,
lovely.
And show us in the flesh.
I mean, that was the other thing. I'm sort of before I sort of moved over here, I'm a trained lecturer, so I'm used to giving demonstrations and presentations. Apart from this is my first live online one. So yes, I'm more than happy to come along to talk to people. I'm visiting a group in Torre del Mar on Thursday, and they've advertised it locally, a knitting group. So hopefully we'll recruit some more people there.
Okay.
But as I say, the most important thing we need is to get word out there, to tell anybody who's had a mastectomy. It doesn't matter if it was last week or 10 years ago. Please try them. They're free of charge. And once you try them, you'll never want anything else.
That's absolutely fantastic. You're doing a great job of selling the sizzle on that for sure. And we're going to have a follow-up and see how things develop. Thank you very, very much for your time.
Okay, thank you, Fiona. Bye-bye.
All right then. Bye-bye.